Hello, my name is Rebecca. I'm from United World Schools. So United World Schools works in 3 countries, Myanmar, Nepal and Cambodia. We're a primary education charity working in school construction, teacher employment and training, and general school improvement work. So although access to primary education is our primary mission, we also focus on sustainability, quality, inclusive education and impact. So sustainability, our model is innovative because we work in local communities and with local governments to set up and run schools. We only work in communities where education is needed and wanted. We also train local community teachers, and they act as a bridge to support children whose language is not the same as the national curriculum to access the curriculum through using mother tongue language. Myanmar has recently won a prize, a UNESCO prize for literacy in this area. Our model is sustainable because there is a time frame of 5 to 7 years where we set up and run these schools with communities. And then after that period, the schools will transition into the national system. So we have to work within the system. We have to have close links with the government, and we have to strengthen capacity right from the start. Quality inclusive education is a big focus at the moment. We have a quality vision that goes beyond foundational skills, which is a strong focus in literacy and numeracy. We also focus on child-friendly pedagogy. We're researching the latest inclusive pedagogies at the moment. We have a really strong system of child protection. We focus on well-being and basic hygiene and health. So it is quite a holistic model. At the moment, we've been working, an inclusive working group have worked to create a policy on inclusive education. This takes a broad view of inclusion where we recognise that many of the children in our communities face multiple and intersecting layers of disadvantage. So our model of working closely with the government and working closely with communities has put us in a unique position during COVID-19. We were able to mobilise quickly and set out a 3-tiered initiative. Stage 1, preparedness, Stage 2, response, and Stage 3, recovery. In the preparedness stage, we launched a public health campaign, training community members and children on basic health measures, providing accurate information and upgrading wash facilities for all of the community to use. In the second stage, we focused on child wellbeing and child protection, looking at the additional risks that many children face during a crisis. Thinking about preventative measures, for example, working with the community with positive parenting techniques. We also launched our distance education initiative, where depending on the context and national laws, different countries have utilised different methods. For example, in Nepal, they've used radio and reached over 10,000 children. In Myanmar, they use small socially distanced lessons, often in the jungle if necessary. But more recently, we've switched to project-based learning. In Cambodia, they've used Facebook, home visits if possible. At the moment, we're in the stage of recovery. We're at various different stages depending on the country context. Cambodia has opened some of its schools. Regardless of the stage, all 3 countries have used a framework which we have adapted from UNESCO to ensure that all children can access safe education. We've launched back to school campaigns for all children, but also focusing on some of the most at-risk children within our communities. We've used innovative methods such as mapping, community mapping, to identify some of those most at-risk children. And at the moment, we are thinking about ways to close the learning gap. So looking at condensing our curriculum, potentially accelerated learning. So I hope that was useful. And I hope you've learned a little bit more about United World Schools. And if you'd like to find out more, please email us in the future. Thanks so much. Bye.